from earlier on, but we've been using these properties of logs to solve those equations from yesterday. So I want to do a review just in case. So if I ask you to expand, that means break apart the log. So how would you write this? Log base 3 of 4. It was multiplied with, so we would do plus log base 3 of x minus 5. What do we do with the square? Okay. Can I break apart the x minus 5? No, we can separate multiplication and division, not addition and subtraction. Divided by the 5. If it's divided, what do we do with our logs? Subtract. So minus log base 3 of 5. So all we had to do there, expand, just means separate it, write the log of each piece. Number 2, condense means I want a single log for our answer. So first, what do I do with this 3? So we have 2x to the 4 cubed minus, so that would be divided by the x minus 1 plus log base 6 of 5. So what do we do? So on the top, it would be multiplied. We could clean this up just a bit. 2 to the 3rd, 8x to the 12 times 5. So if you multiply 8 times 5, you get 40 x to the 12 over x minus 1. So expand, you write each log. Condense, you put one log. That's just using those properties that we had to have yesterday when we were solving equations. Any questions on those? Okay. Second type of problem I want to look at. If I said, solve each equation. So if I gave you 3 to the 1 minus 2x equals 4 to the x. We always check on these problems to make sure we can't get a common base. If we can, that is faster. But 3 and 4 do not have a common base. So what was our strategy? Add a log to each side. Okay, then we can use the properties of logs. The property tells us exponents go down to the front. I do need to put that 1 minus 2x in parentheses because that whole thing goes to my log. So in this one, my x comes down. So we added one log to each side, brought down our exponents. Now what do we do? So 1 times log 3 is log 3. Minus 2x log 3. Equals x log 4. I'm trying to solve for x. I have x in 2 different spots, so I need those on the same side. So we'll add that one over. So log 3 is x log 4 plus 2x log 4. I can't actually add those logs since they're not like terms, so what do we do? So then if you're trying to get x by itself, it's just multiplied. So we just divide this stuff over. So this was what we were doing on the homework we turned in yesterday. Remember, we did put these in our calculator. My suggestion was to always use it as a fraction. So if you have The scientific ones, there's a fraction button. If you are using those graphing ones, I said go to alpha y equals. So you can view it as a fraction and make sure you're typing it in correctly. Remember, every time you push a log button, it opens a parenthesis, so you do have to close it. And we'll just like this. Point 3066. Let's do at least one more like that. What would you do first here? Order of operations, you can't multiply it because the 4 has an exponent. So if we just divide our 0.3, we have 4 to the 0.2x equals 0.2 over 0.3 is just 2/3. Now what do we do? Add a log. Then, properties of logs, we take the exponent down to the front. X is being multiplied with 0.2 and log 4, so to get x by itself, you just divide by both of them. X is log of 2/3 divided by 0.2 log of 4. And we got negative 1.4624. Any questions there? Should we try another exponential one? Nobody's really telling me no, so I think that means yes. You're not saying no. All right, what if I did 3 to the 1 plus x power equals 7 to the 2x minus 1 power? So I told you these were the most complicated problems I could give you. We can't get a common base, what do we do? Add our log. Is it okay if I go ahead and bring down my exponent? So I have 1 plus x, I have to put that in parentheses, log of 3, and 2x minus 1 is log of 7. So at this point, we have to distribute the log on both sides. So we get log 3 plus x log 3 equals 2x log 7 minus log 7. We need everything with an x on one side. That will be these two terms. And everything without it on the other. Okay, it doesn't matter which side you move things to. I'm just going to add over the log 7 and subtract my x log 3. Logs have different arguments, so we can't combine them, so it's just log 3 plus log 7. Equals 2x log 7 minus x log 3. Okay, we're close. What do we have to do? We're trying to solve for x, so I would just factor out the x. So then it's x times something. So to finish, the opposite of multiplying is dividing. Log 3, it's log 7, divided by 2 log 7 minus log 3. I got 1.08997, so that would round up to 1.09. Questions on that one? The last type of problem that we've been doing are the ones we did yesterday, the problems with logs in them. So let's try 2 or 3 of those, and then I'm done. If I said 3 log base 2 of x minus 1 plus log base 2 of 4 equals 5. What did we do? Did anybody do their homework last night? Where do we start? We condense. So I would take this 3 and it would turn into a third power. If those logs are added, how do you put them together? Multiply. So I have 4 times the x minus 1 cubed equals 5. Once we get to this point, I have a log on one side. What do we do? Exponential form. Remember, you always start with the base. So it's 2 to the 5th power equals 4 times x minus 1 cubed. 2 to the 5th is 32. What would you do to solve for x? Divide by 4, 8 is x minus 1 cubed. And you can do the cube root. Cube root of 8 is 2, so 2 is equal to x minus 1. We add our 1 over, we get 3. What do we have to remember on these? Check. Remember, the argument always has to be positive. 3 minus 1 is positive, so we're good. All right. I think we need more of those. All right, what's the first step? Condense. If logs are being subtracted, how do you put them together? Okay. On the last problem, we had a log on one side, so we had to change it into exponential form. This time I have a log on both sides, so what do we do? Drop the logs. X minus 1 over x plus 6 equals x minus 2 over x plus 3. And now what do we do? If we FOIL those, x squared plus 3x and minus 1x plus 2x minus 3. By those, we get x squared plus 6x and minus 2x would be plus 4x minus 12. If we subtract our x squared, those cancel. If we subtract over my 4x, add my 3. Negative 2x equals negative 9. Divide and we get 9/2, or 4.5. Then you just check. 4.5 minus 1 is positive, plus 6 is positive, minus 2 is positive, plus 3 is positive. So that answer works. If even one of them was not positive, there would be no solution. Do we need another log problem? Okay. You guys have learned, if you don't answer me, I'll keep doing problems, huh? Okay. So, I'm just done reviewing at this point. There is a handout on Google Classroom that just practices all the things I just reviewed. So expanding, condensing, exponential equations, and multiplications. You guys have a lot of time to work and ask questions.